Good morning, guys. It's come to my attention that there's not many videos on YouTube about different kind of roadside assistance, whether it be AAA, whether it be for the insurance companies, whether it be for towing companies, or whatever the case may be. I've noticed in my line of work, I'm a roadside assistance of personnel. Okay, I'm from Sumter, South Carolina. I travel an hour and a half, 2 hours away to Charleston, 803 to the 843, to run roadside assistance. There's a lot of people out there who are built for this. And what I found out with the whole situation is that you're either built for this career or you're not built for this career. There's no trying. There's no getting better. It's either for you or it's not for you. And I'm going to be making a lot of videos about a lot of the stuff that I see out here, the way that things go for different roadside assistances, whether it be, insurance, AAA, towing, like I said earlier. What's going on with your roadside assistance? You broke down on the side of the road, you got a flat tire, your keys are locked in your car, you're out of fuel, something happens. And you call roadside assistance and they tell you it's going to be about 55 minutes, and your driver's not there within 55 minutes. You're wondering what's going on. Well, we're going to be covering a lot of this stuff. You guys got to excuse me. It is 7 o'clock in the morning. I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning. Today is one of my 24-hour shifts. I will be running from 7 a.m. this morning until 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. And you guys are going to experience a lot of my life, because a lot of my life has to deal with roadside assistance. In order to make it work for you, you got to make it your life. That's all there is to it. That's the only easy way to put it. Now, for anybody out there that might be interested in coming into roadside assistance, the first rule of thumb is you got to figure out where you want to go, who you want to deal with. Each company runs stuff a little differently. Now, I got my foot in the door with AAA. Okay, I'm not going to mention the name of the company, due to the fact that I lost a real good connection, a couple good connections, due to my not incoherence, I don't want to put it like that, my fuse, I guess. At the end of it all, I kind of lost a couple good, real big connections that would have been nice to keep. But anyhow, the way that I ended up getting into this line of work, and how I started off with AAA, was, and I'm not going to mention the last name, and I don't even know if the fellow wants me to be mentioning his name, but all of my success, all of my credit, everything that I am today starts with a friend of mine named Trav. Okay? He's been a friend of my old lady's for years. I met him through my old lady, and he pretty much said, hey man, you got a kid on the way, you guys got another little boy that's about 3 years old, you need to make better money, you're the only breadwinner, you make sure your old lady stays home and she's able to take care of the kids, and they respected that. So he helped me get into a line of work, and he helped me to make better paychecks. Okay, so everything that you guys see that I'm going to post in my videos, I'm going to make more. I'm going to make a channel for this. I want to make this a thing. I want it to be spread all over social media. I see everybody's making these videos, and, I kind of want to get my videos out there, especially considering there's not many on roadside and how roadside works. You guys, like I say, please excuse me. I have a big social anxiety thing. I might stumble over my words. I might a lot, I might try to catch my words. Just, have a little bit of patience with me. This is all I ask. I'll eventually come up my show a little more. This is just the first video. But the difference between AAA and insurance roadside assistance. Now, you have the choice of, you could either become a AAA member by joining the private auto club, by calling AAA and setting that up through different packages that they have. Now, AAA what they do is they contract third-party towing companies, right? I know out here in South Carolina, we got AAA in Columbia by the name of SDR, Southern Diesel Recovery. We got one in Charleston, one in Columbia by the name of TVCM, and everybody runs their stuff a little different. Some of them have what we call hybrid drivers, okay? Your hybrid drivers are your tow truck drivers with AAA, and AAA's got something called a battery service. I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with that. I myself, when I worked for AAA, I was not a tow truck driver. Now, I drove around in a wheel lift every now and then, a boomer, whatever you want to call it. The best way I can put it is, if you can picture a repo truck, just picture it, that's what it is. Now, the T on the back of this thing didn't work. The cross didn't work. It wasn't able to tow. We basically just used it as a fleet vehicle for the battery and used the side boxes to stick the batteries in. Now, that's not considered a hybrid driver. But I myself was a battery tech. Sometimes I drove that truck. A lot of times I drove around in a 2013 Toyota Tacoma. My truck number was 293, and it was considered and named by me the Dragon Zord. I'm sure you can figure out where I got the Dragon Zord from, because my app through my phone, and this is kind of funny, and some of you guys might understand it, some of you might not. It's just my personality. But my phone was considered my Dragon Dagger. So, you can see where my personality comes from a little bit. Now, if you call AAA, if your car doesn't start, if you're getting clicks, something like that, click, something like that, usually they're going to tell you that it's a battery issue, and they're going to send a call out to the insurance company once you call AAA. Not the insurance company, I'm sorry. I'm still half asleep, guys. Please excuse me. But they're going to send the call out to the third-party company that's in that area, that's where you're at, because each company has different areas that they cover within the cities. Now, there's a lot of speculation that comes with that, because a lot of times they end up sending people who aren't in that area, and we'll get in that later, but there's a couple stipulations that come along with that. They're from different states, they don't know the area. I mean, bottom line is, shit happens. In roadside assistance, you're never gonna meet everybody. Your dispatchers, the only way you're gonna meet your dispatcher is if you are a AAA employee. Okay. Now, when you call and they send out your battery tech, the first thing he does is he shows up on scene. He's got a company truck. He's got the company logo on the truck, and he's gonna get something called a B2Q battery tester. Now, it's a little square box that's got two little clips on the ends of it. Two little clips, right? One red, one black. One positive, one ground. Okay? They hook the red to the red, the black to the black, and then they get you to try to start your battery. And that pumps a voltage through your clamps. It reads on that computerized meter, and then it brings up a code. And they have an app on their phone that they scan for that code, and then it pops up on the phone whether your battery... Hang on a second. I've got to look at my app to make sure I don't have any calls going. But they scan that, and then the app will tell you, replace battery. It does the readings on your alternator and your starter. If there's something wrong with your alternator, your starter, or whatever, then they go about another way. They don't technically replace the battery unless you tell them to on a bad alternator or starter. They try to suggest not to, due to the fact that it could wear that battery down. Now, don't get me wrong, AAA has some of the best warranties on their batteries that I have ever dealt with. I used to sell these batteries, and these batteries, they hold up to their name. Okay, I can definitely say that. Now, if you decide to go to work for AAA and you decide to become a battery tech, you're going to be one of the most busier ones. Okay, you're going to be dealing with all the flat tires. You're going to be dealing with all the lockouts with your lockout rod and your airbag, jump starts. You're going to be dealing with the battery installations, which you're going to need a ratchet, extension, 10mm socket, which is in my tool bag. You need a battery brush, preferably one with a female end. I don't know if you can see that. at the female end. And you got your male end. Basically what that for is for cleaning and scratching the plastic off of those terminal posts. You get some corrosion or whatever, you know, and that's just how you clean it off. You know, you got your battery protector, you know, keep your terminals good. If you do get any corrosion, it's going to cause it not to build up and create any connection issues. Get your battery cleaner. You know, this stuff's a yellow foam. It turns pink on any corrosion. It lets you know where the corrosion leaks so you can prevent it. But hang on a second. I got my phone jamming up. I've got to upgrade this phone. Everything will be upgraded soon. But when he comes out there, he's going to test your battery, and if you decide that you want a battery, he's going to charge you on the spot for the battery. You figure out your payment method, and then he's going to throw your battery in and give you your warranty paperwork, you know, blah, blah, all that other stuff. If there's something that he can't fix, you know, whether it be you didn't run out of fuel, you know, you didn't lock your keys in your car, let's say your drive shaft fell, or your transmission fell out your car, or you got a bad alternator that's a low parameter under 13.25, and you're not catching enough charge to your battery from your alternator, which in turn is not cranking your car, right? So then they're going to send out a tow driver. Now your tow drivers, those guys typically stay less busy because the guys with the light service, the battery techs and stuff like that, you know, there's more flat tires and there's more lockouts in the city and more jump starts with